the driver was, we lived and worked overseas for so long, and my real passion in life has always been food, and it shows. we lived in Argentina and Brazil for 4 years, and then 2 years in the Middle East, so that's 6 years of research. We made those 3 hot sauces, one from Trinidad, one from Louisiana, and one from Mexico, and that's what we started out at.
Each one has a different flavour makeup, hasn't it?
Yeah, exactly, and we couldn't get these back here, so we decided to create them. And then we made 2 seasonings that went down a storm, and now we have 40 different flavours of seasoning.
Your product obviously is all about quality.
It really is, yeah.
The best of the best.
It's all about our journey around the world and the flavours that we've encountered, and we want to bring back and make as good as we can, you know.
Flavours are fantastic.
Thank you.
Gorgeous, they really are.
That makes me smile. We want to be more sustainable in what we do, so one of the reasons we came to the site was because of the natural beauty of it, but also the power generation on site. You know, he has a biomass system and solar panel system that generates the electricity for a lot of what we do here.
So Scott, what are we going to show us now?
We've got pork shoulder. We've smoked that for about 10 hours. We've used our tandoori rub on that, a kind of Indian pulled pork.
And that's using the Grants of Speyside pork?
Absolutely, yeah. Why can't we take another global flavour, add it to pulled pork? So we're going to do a little bit of a naan bread here with pulled pork. We're going to make a raita, and we're going to dress it with some Bombay mix and some herbs, and hopefully it'll be delicious. It's cooked really well. I can feel the texture of it.
You were offshore yourself?
I was, yeah.
So obviously we've offshore and onshore in our business, so you sort of understand the flavours and the demographics of those individuals.
And I remember when I was offshore, the best night of the week was the Chinese night. I'm really passionate about getting our flavours offshore, and we've developed a pack for you with recipes behind it for the guys to use offshore, so they could understand how to use it. But we're looking at low salt alternatives for you.
Wow, and that's exciting.
It's really exciting, yeah. The naan bread here, and I'm just going to put a little bit of this beautiful oil.
Yeah, so the rapeseed oil obviously we're using is the Macintosh.
Macintosh Gwendabri. It's great. It's got a little bit of lemon infused in there, which will go great with the pork. And the colour of the rapeseed oil is just beautiful. So I'm just going to put that on the grill.
As the artisan grower, what they say, Scott, is it's better than organic. Right. And the reason is because they just don't use any chemical animal byproducts and so forth. It's not about taking away meat from people. We should be giving people choice. And
we're seeing more people looking for vegetarian recipes.
Are they?
We came out with a range of noodle seasonings with Hungry Oink. We've come out with a tom yum hot and sour soup recipe, and a miso one coming. It's really exciting to be involved with you guys and what's going on.
For our misos and so forth, we've been using these herbs because all of them have different flavours. So there's a chilli one, there's a pepper one, there's a garlic one.
So we're just making a little raita, coriander, cucumber raita. We've got some beautiful yoghurt here, and it's a honey natural yoghurt from Rora Dairy.
It's a live cutcho. It's an organic dairy farm.
Right.
And you know the interesting thing about this farm? There is no one milking these cows. Yeah, I know you were going to do that. These cows are all robotically milked. You know, what was phenomenal was watching them, how relaxed they were.
Yeah.
And they go in and milk when they want to. Nobody forces them to do it.
Wow. Naan bread was beautifully turned by our faithful assistant in the background.
We're going to be able to have some of these drinks from Summer House. You know, they've got this lovely, fantastic wall garden. Claire basically grows all her herbs, mints and so forth in there.
I'm just going to unwrap this here, and then we'll pour the juice. All that beautiful juice has got our seasoning in it, and then the juice from the pork.
The moisture in there, you could just not believe in. How long did you cook that?
We cooked it about 10 hours. It just pulls apart, and you can see the smoke effect at the top here. It just gives you a nice alternative to use, you know, big cuts of meat like pork shoulder in a different ways.
No, naan's on the money. There's only 2 flour mills left in Scotland.
Really?
And we're working with one of them to produce all our flour for all our bread.
I'm just going to put a layer of the pork down there and some of the smoky, nice pieces. Take a little bit of our raita. I added some black onion seeds in there.
Yeah.
And just drizzle that over the top.
Wow.
What did you call these?
But we call them zori crest. So this zori is really potent in pepper. It gives you that hit at the last minute, you know.
And then just a little bit of chilli, just to give it some colour, a little bit more bite. We developed our Voodoo Mango West Indian sauce, so you'll be familiar with this.
I know this,
The time in Trinidad.
Yeah.
Of Indian with a bit of West Indian.
Wow.
So little sparks of flavour, lovely texture of the meat, the crispness of the bread, and the pops of the herb. and hopefully our seasoning coming through under it all. So like to add bits of texture where we can, so a little bit of Bombay mix on there, and a little bit of crunch, some peanuts and all sorts of stuff. So
that's just giving you the ultimate dish. No, absolutely great, Scott. Can't but thank you enough.